Bears Den. Man, you're coming in right at the end of the story. Welcome in, Raiders. Good day, everybody. Good day. Oh, man. Big Papa Bear coming in right at story time. Right at the beginning of a street. Could you time a rate bear? I didn't even realize, I actually thought you had ended before I started. I thought you was done, bud. I love that one, man. That's such a good raid emote. We just come stomping in. Just stomping in. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Bears, dude. That is huge. You just beat my biggest raid by one. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. That is my biggest raid. Holy cow, man. No, I was just every morning. My like I said, I told you, Bears, you're like my pseudo grandpa now, and I don't want to say that that makes you old at all, because damn, man, I'm closer to 50 now than I am 40. So, uh, but my grandma got me this couple of Christmases ago, and then she passed away that September. So we didn't get a chance to like do it that year. But it's an advent calendar that she got me, and it's marble based, and essentially every day it's got a different story. And I've just been doing them at the beginning of the stream. We just go through one each day. They take about less than 5 minutes. I thought that they would be more like a mini comic book, but they're more for a toddler. I guess that is kind of the age range for Christmas and Santa and all that, I guess. But I was a little disappointed when I did the first one. I was like, uh-oh, these are not what I thought. But honestly, the artwork is really good. We'll just go through the pictures since everybody came in literally on the last page, guys. The last page you came in. But this one in particular is Captain Marvel. Apparently, aside from Goose, she has a pet flerken named Chewie. I know you got to go to bed, Bears. Take it easy. This is for the Raiders. You've been at it all night. I went to sleep. You had just started. I woke up. You were still going. That's why I was like, oh, he'll be done by the time I'm started. So like I said, I just started. You couldn't time it any better. But thank you, Bears. Thank you so much. You've been a huge supporter of me so far in this, and every streamer. You don't pick favorites. You help every streamer. But thank you, man. Made a lot happen on here, giving me a lot of confidence to, even though you're a pilot, you've been in the military. I mean, clearly you can still lose your confidence. So, thank you, man. But yeah, good work tonight, sir. You get yourself some sleep, some rest. You deserve it. And absolutely, guys, I'm a huge Only Snails supporter. Obviously, and you guys make sure you hit that link below for Only Snails. If you guys aren't following all the Only Snails, you should be, because this is priceless reality TV every day. It's just absolute entertainment. Anyways, guys, all right. Well, let me get through this real quick, and then we can just get to the War Thundy stuff. But yeah, so she lost her cat. She didn't know who did it, so she grabbed War Machine to help. I said the artwork is actually pretty good. You guys can go back and watch the VOD if you want to actually see the story. And she thinks it's Moonstone. A little close. And I don't know. They just caught up with her. They just caught up with Moonstone. They searched high and low all over the Earth. They went into space. They asked the Guardians of the Galaxy. And then finally she noticed a couple of black holes. And then here they confront her. Let's see. Rhodey managed to block the laser. She fired a laser beam at her. Rhodey managed to block the laser beam, but Captain Marvel was ready. She gathered her own energy and hurled it at Moonstone. Soon, Captain Marvel and Moonstone were each sending zaps of energy across the layer until finally two of the blasts met. Boom! The two blasts of energy burst against each other and exploded, knocking everyone back. "Why are you even here?" Moonstone yelled. Captain Marvel showed her the picture of her pet. "You stole Chewie, and I want her back." Moonstone shook her head. "I didn't take Chewie. I'm lying low and trying to stay out of trouble." "Chewie's not here," Rhodey said. "Let's head back to New York." Stupid. Yeah, we're in the middle of the space time continuum between black holes. Yeah, let's just go back to New York. Captain Marvel was embarrassed and sad, and she really missed Chewie, and had been sure she would find her with Moonstone. If she wasn't there, where on earth could Chewie be? Captain Marvel and Rhodey flew back to Carol's flat in New York. "Did you check the sweater drawer?" Rhodey asked. "Come on, Rhodey, I looked everywhere. Chewie isn't there." "Just check one more time," Rhodey suggested. Oh, wait, it's going to be in the goddamn. He said that at the beginning. At the beginning of the story, he asked if she checked the sweater drawer. "Chewie!" Carol explained. "You were right, Rhodey. Guess she was here the whole time." Sure enough, Chewie was snuggled up in Carol's fuzziest sweater, perfectly content after a nice warm nap. Oh boy. I said it is a little disappointing the age range on those, but R.I.P. to my grandma. I love you. It was a great idea that she had. We hadn't done stuff like this in so long, and she was trying to be modern and cool, and the woman was almost 100 years old. I can't imagine living that long. Goodness, I love life and I hope I do, but my goodness, 100 years? But again, welcome in everybody. If you guys don't know, my name is Revan. 226 comes from a college number that I had back in the day. I am a pilot. I used to fly for the Marine Corps. I graduated from Embry-Riddle, so I have every license you can get: private, commercial, multi-engine instrument, CFI instructor. Um, in the Marine Corps, I actually ended up flying helicopters, which ended up being kind of a good thing because just another thing to learn, right? Man, why not be able to do everything? So I trained on TH-57s, which is a little Bell Jet Ranger, and then I trained to fly CH-53s. And then as I was actually working up to go out to the fleet, that's when I kind of started getting sick and had some skin cancer and some other things pop up. And after quite a fight while I was in, unfortunately, I lost my medical and ended up having to come home. And so, anyways, long story short, that's what brings me here to you guys. I really thought, I'd never be able to be involved in anything aviation again. And a few months ago, I thought, well, let's see if let's try and get back into gaming and see, what that world is like. And I picked up a PS5 and played a few games and had some fun. I thought, well, maybe I should dig my PC out of storage. So I built all my computers. Um, Not only did I majored in flight and everything, but on the side I was always doing computer stuff. My minor was in computer science, so while that was a long time ago, I'm definitely planning on building a new one soon because this one I built back in 2012, and luckily it sat in storage for a while. But it is definitely chugging its little heart out to keep up with the stream and all that. So I'm still actually playing War Thunder on the PlayStation 5, and then just doing the stream through the computer. So, anyways, that's the long and short of it. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday. We get started right at about 4:30. Actually got started a little bit early this morning, kind of because I knew I was going to do that story. Um, and yet we do air all day long. For the most part, we stick to top tier. I have been kind of focusing on Russia a little bit lately, just trying to get that one to top tier. I'm getting really close. I think we're on the SU7 now. So we'll probably start there, do a few bonus battles. Then we'll get in like the F-18 and do some 12-3 and just kind of work our way up the BR and end up finishing up in the fall by the end of the day, because I don't like to cheat for the entire time. So playing is just utterly amazing. But yes, I'm an open book, guys. If there's any questions you have, um, about being in, about flying in particular, if you want to get me going, you talk about aviation, cars, Marvel, Star Wars. Clearly, that's where my name comes from. Love my Knights of the Old Republic. That's probably the only game I've been as addicted to as War Thunder so far. It's certainly the only game that I've rebought a console for just to play one game. I think I bought two separate Xboxes to play Knights of the Old Republic, but unbelievable. Welcome in, everybody. Song request works. Feel free to request any music that you'd like. If you want to play any Christmas music or anything like that, go for it. Just follow the instructions in the channel point deal. If you have any trouble with it, just let me know. Just give me that format that it tells you in there. I think it's artist, tag, song title. And that's about it, man. Like I said, yeah. I had a little script joke that I was doing, but I don't think people were quite getting it. I don't have the chops to quite pull it off yet, so we'll just give you the spiel straight up. I had a blank piece of paper and I was pretending to like read a script, and it didn't. I haven't quite nailed it yet. I think I need to work on it a little bit. That or scrap it. Because who doesn't love being read to from a script, right? Oh, little doggy hairs on me. All right, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. We need to adjust our levels just a little bit. All right, let's get you up over to the game screen. Enough of staring at me. Like I said, that was kind of crazy timing. Let's get to the Thundies, huh? Let's get to some fly, kill. We're going to bring the music down just a little bit. Not much, not much. And I want to bring me down a little bit too. Man, I'm loud today. All that between ya. Turn it up, turn it up. All right, guys, let me know if that's good. Let me know if the music's too loud, too quiet. Guys, today's day 305. I mean, that's a streak, but that is literally as long as I have been playing this game, so I'd like to think I'm doing pretty good for 305 days. We hit level 100 quite a while ago. All right. I see 4 boosters in there. I'm a happy camper. 3 of them are RP. Nice, and we maxed out our Sue. Happy about that. Nice start. Nice start. But again, guys, welcome in everybody. You guys just caught me at such an odd time reading that stinking story. But before we go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start in the F-18 because I am feeling that right now. Um, all the Raiders hanging out. Thank you guys so much. We got Firebot, Adrian's Child, Asian Glow, welcome back. Awesome Mark, pretty sure I've seen you for AZ Savage Actual. Rep the zone, brah. Am I giving away my thing too much? Can't stop Taco. He was the other guy. Fell asleep watching last night. Carolina Cowboy. Clip, what's up? Draconis, what's up, back? Welcome back, brother. Driver, Droopy, Erkin, Faraday cow. Funky Thomas. What's up, brother? You should have a founder's tag by now. He's one of my first